In this video series, you as a leader in people ops are going to find out how you can move towards becoming a belonging-centered organization so that you can meet your organization's financial goals, as well as the goal of treating people the way they want to be treated so they can authentically show up into your organizations and lead and serve the organization well. DEI programs tend to be structural and compliance driven. So they focus on representation, policies, checking boxes. Belonging really is about going deeper. It's about how people feel every single day that they show up at work, or majority of the time they're at work. So you can have diverse representation. People look differently. There's a majority of different demographics represented in an organization, and there may be inclusive policies, but you may still have employees who feel invisible, unseen, or they feel like they have to hide who they are in order to fit in. So a belonging-centered organization embeds psychological safety into its culture, meaning that people are feeling better about themselves and how they show up at work. They feel they can speak up. They can disagree without some form of retribution. They may feel more comfortable bringing new ideas because their ideas are going to be listened to and accepted and implemented at times. And ultimately, they show up authentically without any fear of penalty. DEI has a tendency to live in people ops, right? And that's important because there needs to be an area within the organization, whether it's a separate DEI area or separate belonging area or embedded within HR. But belonging has to be, really, it's about living within the leaders of the organization and the managers in how they facilitate meetings, how they construct meetings, how decisions get made, and how people treat each other on a daily basis. And that's an important shift for people to make when you move towards becoming a belonging-centered organization. And more, I guess I would say, a simple distinction, DEI asks, do people have a seat at the table? Belonging asks, do people feel like the table was built with them in mind? ROI is retention, engagement, innovation, meaning psychological safety is a core element of belonging, it's what allows people to surface new ideas without fear. Then there's the employer brand. So top talent, especially younger generations, research culture before accepting offers. That's the reality we're in. The younger generation of workers are looking at those metrics and characteristics because they want to work for a belonging-centered an organization that has a reputation of being belonging-centered. Harvard Business Review, this is something I share when I do workshops around belonging, found that high belonging was linked to a 56% increase in job performance, a 50% reduction in turnover risk, and a 75% decrease in sick days. So that's the ROI, which is important because you have to make the case to your leadership that it's not this squishy, touchy-feely thing. It actually leads to monetary savings. But I also contend you shouldn't just do it because it makes financial sense. It's also about this idea of wanting to treat people with respect, demonstrating that you value people, that you care about the people that work for you, that are in your organization, and the way you care for them. Because ultimately there is the piece of it's the right thing to do. Yes, there is a tangible or data on the ROI, and that's important. But ultimately, if it's just about the money, your employees are going to see it. one, I would say, I hear you, but how do you know that? How do you know that culture is fine? And I will wait for a response, right? And they will probably say, well, we've been doing all this stuff. And I'll say, okay, thank you. I appreciate your response, or I hear you. But what does your data tell you? What does all the stuff, if you're participating in workplace engagement surveys, either out of the box, or companies you've hired to come in and collect data for you, or the internal stuff that you're collecting, what's the story you're seeing? And I would say 9 out of 10 times organizations collect data, but they don't really sit with it and evaluate it with a belonging-centered lens, meaning they don't analyze that data. And by analyzing, I'm saying not just the big picture of the data, like 80% of our employees feel like they belong in our organization, are fully engaged. It's then looking at the 20% that don't. So going into the surveys you collect and then parsing it out as best you can so that you can tell the story of if actually people do feel like the culture is fine, or are there red flags that are pointing towards a bigger problem that needs to be addressed. Thanks for watching this video on what it looks like to become a belonging-centered organization. If you would like to share this with others, please do. But also, if you want to download the Belonging-Centered Organization Framework, use the link in the description to receive a free download of the framework.